Hi, my friends. Happy Saturday and welcome to another Chit Chat live from East Texas. I'm DC, your host. And let me just tell you, I am thrilled you're joining me today. It is fabulous if you are in Texas right now. I'm sorry, we're slowly boiling to death. What can I say? Stay inside as much as possible because it's hot. It's going to be 100, so be prepared. For everybody else, I'm hoping you guys are enjoying a beautiful Saturday morning. It is, besides really, really hot, it is gorgeous outside. For you, if you're new watching this show, let me give you a little bit. I'm your host, definitely DC. I'm a little bit of a coach, podcaster, a little bit of all those fun things. But above all, I am passionate, truly passionate about motivating creative individuals who are currently stuck in their lifestyles to start moving on and fulfilling their lifestyle, to live your best life now, which is why I started the series. I wanted to give you tools, I wanted to give you tips, I wanted to motivate you and inspire you to start living the life that you're meant to be. To remember, you are meant for greatness and you are meant to do amazing things. Today, we're going to talk about investing in yourself. So here's the catch. I know the post that I wrote 2 weeks ago said we were going to do Christmas in July. And you're all probably going, DC, what do those two things have to do with each other? They actually go hand in hand. So just kind of go along with me. Give me some time. I'll explain and all will come together. I promise. Before we get going on our show today, go ahead, give me some love. Give this episode some love. Give it a like. Share it with somebody. Make sure that you invite them to your community. I'm a true believer. We'll always grow together when we do it as a community. Even better, if you're watching on YouTube, guess what? Finally, the Chit Chats are live back on YouTube. So if you're watching us, make sure to hit that notification notice. Make sure you subscribe so you're not missing any of the fabulous episodes that we have. You can go back and catch up on any of the episodes we had on the program. After several months of having technical issues, everything's back and loaded so you'll be able to enjoy them again. So make sure you give me some love, invite somebody, and we're going to jump in. Because we're going to talk all about investing in ourselves. At any point in time, you have questions, comments, concerns, make sure you put them in the comment. I'm going to be looking down on my screen to make sure that I'm answering your questions. If you have a question that you don't want to make public, that's okay, my friends. Go ahead and just send me a message. We'll go ahead and talk about it. It's all about helping you grow, helping you get better, and helping you enjoy where you are in your life. Today, I want to talk about investing in ourselves. So here's the thing. This sounds like a really simple topic. Hey, I want to grow, I should invest. It's not. There's a lot of emotional attachment and baggage that comes to when it comes to ourselves. The last couple months, I have been working with my business coach. So the amazing Doc Peace, who was on the program earlier this year, has become my literally business coach. And she has been truly working to get me out of my own bubble, because I'm getting on my own way and motivating and getting focused on what I want. So I'm working on rebranding my coaching business. I have a coach that I do lots and lots of one-on-one, and we're getting ready to rebrand. So you're going to be seeing lots of this coming out in the next couple of weeks because I'm getting ready to open it back up. I'm getting ready to actually start giving you more information on it. But here's the part. One of the things that we talked about that came up very, very clear is, are people investing in themselves and why is holding them back? That's one of the biggest questions I had as well as we went through our program, is because my program is focusing on helping creative individuals truly, like I said, who are stuck, but who are trying to come back to that place that makes them fulfill. A lot of the times people are trying to figure out what is it that makes me fulfill. But sometimes are they willing to invest to get there? Here's the thing. Many of you, and I am notorious for that, have no issues spending money on the people we love. Let's be honest. You have no issues buying presents for your loved ones. Hey, I do it all the time. I have no issues buying toys. And yes, my brother, poor Miguel, is getting sick and tired because I buy loud toys, as he tells me. Sorry, Miguel. But we're all about buying things to making our families better, to making our loved ones, to making the people we care about. Even people who we might not be too fond, if they're having a hard time, we're going to help them. But when it comes to investing in ourselves, when it comes to spending money on our dreams and our passion and the things that's going to take us to the next level, we have a really long list of laundry issues why we can't. So let me give you an example. Some people, and sometimes we're all guilty of it, have no issues spending the $1,500 on the new phone. Granted, you might have a payment plan. I got it. You might pay it in installments, not a problem. But you're still not thinking about it. Why? Because those companies, blame AT&T, T-Mobile, whoever, are amazing on telling you, you need it, you need to have this. This is what it's meant to be. Your life is going to fall apart if you don't. Then take that same statement. We're going to flip it back and forth. Think about spending that same money on taking a new course, a new certification, hiring a coach, hiring a mentor. Ooh, then it feels really painful because you're not seeing the immediate gratification. You're not seeing the return on your money right there. So we have questions and doubts, and we question the fact, is it meant to be? Are we worth it? Do I really need it? Is this going to give me what I want? Then switch over. Talk about time. Because the true measure of what you love and what you care about is where you spend your time and where you spend your money, whether we like it or not. So where you're spending your time and money is going to dictate truly what is your passion. Sometimes you're spending your time and your money in things that might not be in tune to the things you say are your passion. So here's another one. Everybody says, I want to go back to school. Or as a writer, more true, I want to write a book. This is my favorite. And I said, yes, go write the book. I don't have time. You're going, okay, what are you spending your time? Because we have to go back and look at it. Where is your time? I don't have an hour, 2 hours to dedicate to writing this book. But we have no issues binging on the next Netflix series. Hey, I know everybody that can tell me every single episode of The Mandalorian. But they can't have time to invest in themselves. So is it really money? Is it really time? Or is it our priorities? Is it the things that we're focusing on that is stopping us from achieving our dreams? Even better, do we know what those dreams are? Or do we just know we're a tad bit uncomfortable? That's the reality of it. So I had an opportunity, and I'm going to share this because I had an all-out fangirl moment that I cannot even describe. I had the opportunity to interview one of my favorite and absolute heroes and mentors, Mr. Paul Martinelli. So I need to show you kind of quickly what happened. So Mr. Paul, so let me kind of give you, is probably one of my biggest inspiration. I had to kind of have this whole explanation why this is so important. His interview aired yesterday in Inside the Minds of Authors. Is actually here on Facebook if you're watching, or if you're watching on YouTube. You can listen to the recording. It's going to blow your mind. But Paul has the best story from rag to riches. He was a high school dropout out of Pittsburgh, then moved to Florida to start a cleaning company, and literally has become one of the world's renowned speaker, coaches, mentors, you name them. He's absolutely that incredible. He's also super motivating, and one of those people that's going to make you question things, like, because he was just telling you the truth. We had a conversation as part of the interview because he has a brand new book. So he actually did the epilogue to the missing chapters of Think and Grow Rich. And if you're watching for a while, you know I love Think and Grow Rich. I talk about it all the time. Napoleon Hill did an amazing job capturing the essence of people and what's holding us and how do we get to the next level. Paul brought a little bit extra to the conversation. One of the things Paul talked about was you cannot move forward. You cannot achieve richness in your life if you're stuck in 3 areas. If you're not giving, if you're not loving, and if you're not forgiving. So the episode talks about those 3 missing chapters. He explains it in his own life. He talks about how he actually was trying to move forward in his career. And he went to a pastor. So he asked him, the guy said very honestly and say, do you honestly think you can accumulate riches and you can move forward if you're holding resentment? And Paul said it took him a while to kind of, he knew exactly what he was talking about, but it took him a minute to actually say, yeah, it was right. Who are you holding a grudge against? Who are you holding resentment? Even more, who are you loving? And are you loving yourself? So our conversation was huge because when I first decided to contact him, I talked to you guys about investing in yourself. I talked to you guys about taking leaps. I'm never going to ask anybody to do something that I'm not doing it myself. This is the bottom line. I'm not going to say, hey, start a new business if I'm not willing to do it with you. I'm not going to tell you, hey, you should get in shape if I'm not willing to invest in a trainer. And update on the trainer master plan. Yes, the fabulous Miss Sandy Space is killing me because I found out I hate leg day more than I hate arm day. Don't worry about it. So what are you doing? What are you investing? Where are you taking those leaps? So I had to take a leap of faith to contact Mr. Paul because at the time I was like, oh my God, this is huge. He is up here in the world. He is a coach. He's a counselor. He's doing all these amazing things that in my mind, am I at the same level as him? So that was huge. When he said yes, listen, happy dance all week long. And then I was like, ooh, I need to prep. Am I ready? I did tons of work, tons of homework, tons of studying. Here's the best part. It was a 45-minute conversation with Paul. That was amazing. You guys get to listen to the interview, but even more, at the end of it, he truly said, you did an amazing job. You are definitely one of the top ones that's interviewed me. And I was like, oh, tears from over here from the little girl. But it all took a leap of faith. It all took, do I believe in myself enough? Do I believe that my skills and abilities are where they need to be? One of the things that Paul said, a lot of it is, many people work really, really hard to defend their stuckness. This is the part that blew my mind. If 90% of the people that are so convinced of why they can achieve their dreams turn that around even halfway and just focus that energy on why they should and why they can, the things that they would accomplish be amazing. But so many people want to fight for the things that they don't want. That was the part that blew my mind. So Les Brown says, and I told you this quote before, many people believe in ghosts, yet they don't believe in themselves. That also goes back to the self-love. They don't believe, and let's be honest, at completely connecting with people. They don't believe that they deserve to be happy. They don't believe, and this is kind of the reality, that they're meant for greatness. And I'm watching the comments that you guys come in, my friends. Thank you so much for keep bringing them in. Thank you so much for participating. I'm glad you're joining me. I'm also glad that you're understanding the fact that you are meant to live a great life. This is the part many of us don't take, So Mr. Clarence is on the show, who actually is Inside the Minds of Authors, also interviews, so check him out. But one of the things that I realized is I have done, in the last year and a half, believe it or not, over 79 interviews already. So why was I questioning whether I was good enough to interview Paul? Because in the back of our minds, we have been programmed to believe, and we have this subconscious programming of where we're supposed to be and how big our dreams are supposed to be. Our dreams should be bigger than what we can imagine, and they should scare us. So sending a message to somebody that I admire, that I truly look up to be in the interview, in this show, that I was like, would he do it, was a reminder that we all still have fears. And this is what absolutely it's all about, is the fact that, I'm working on my coaching program, and one of the realities that came is overcoming things, but your fears are not going to go away. So here's the part, because I'm going to give you a treat in the next for the next month or so. I'm going to be doing special specifically in the program. So I'm going to be covering the first 3 lessons. The very first lesson is always going to be to identify where you're at. Where do you want to go? So I am now a board member in Leadership Texarkana. And if you guys don't know what it is, you should, because it's amazing. And I'll give you some more as we go along. You're going to see some posts coming up. But one of the things that we talked about, and our director said that it was amazing, is in order to get where you want to be, you need to know where you're at. That has to be the reality. It's almost like a simple roadmap. Where are you? Who are you? What you want to be? Where did you get lost? Because this is the part that I realized with many of my clients. They all know they're a little bit uncomfortable, yet they can't tell you when they got there or how they got there. So we got to trace it back. What is it that makes you smile? What is it that made you want to get up every day? I can tell you, up to 4 years ago, I was miserable. I was living the American dream. I had everything you can possibly imagine. We had the house, the great job, the car, blah, blah, blah. But I was not in my purpose. I was not living what the Lord wanted me to be. I was not creating. I was not connecting. I was not serving my community. I was not giving back my talents to the level that I'm supposed to be. So what ended up happening was I was stuck. I became stuck in the rat race. The things that I was doing were not fulfilling. So I had to go back and do the same thing I'm going to be teaching my clients to do, is figuring out, where did I get stuck? How did it happen? And my friends, adulting is overrated. That's kind of what I realized. We can do adult things, but still realize you're supposed to have fun. So lesson number 1 is all about figuring out where your dreams meant to be, where it happened to them. So I'm going to be using, and believe it or not, because I'm a writer and I have tons of material, I get to use one of us. So I'm going to give all of my clients, the very first thing you're all going to get is a copy of Charlie Where's Your Talent. Yes, it is a children's book, so you're all going to be like, DC, really? And the amazing Miss Kathleen Gomez, who happens to be one of my sweethearts, thank you, sweetie, created this program. She actually did all the graphics, all the illustration for it. What are we going to do? I need you guys to figure out what is your talent. I need you to figure out what you're passionate about. I need you to start dreaming again. But first we need to figure out what happens. So we're going to start with Charlie, so everybody gets a copy. Then we're going to talk about what I believe is dream assassins. And I used this phrase and my coach was like, oh my God, I love it. What is a dream assassin? And we all have them. So let me give you a description because I saw it recently and it broke my heart. One of my dear friends was super excited about a business she wanted to start. She wanted to start doing personal training. By the way, if you see her, you're like, I understand. You can do that. You're that girl. She did the fatal mistake of sharing this. By the way, it was in the infancy. She just thought about it. She was excited to the very first person she saw was, a friend, a mutual friend. And the mutual friend gave her this look of like, you are going to do that? You would have seen the entire world falling apart. To this day, she has never mentioned this dream again. Why? Because she told somebody who was not prepared. She told a dream assassin, and the person didn't even know it. But because this dream was so big and so wild and so outside of her scope, she could not imagine somebody else doing it. So my friend is crushed. That just went away. So dream assassins and who you share your dreams and who you guard these is very, very important. It's just as important as truly having the dream, because so many dreams can be stillborn depending who you share. So we have an entire section about it. So we're going to have a whole segment because I want to make sure you know it's not enough to have the dream and believe in your dreams. You also have to guard this. This is now your baby and your baby has to be protected. Sometimes you have to protect it to the people that are closest to you. Friends, families, partners, lovers, whatever you want to call them. They mean well and they're going to love you. Sometimes that love is going to kill your dreams. So please, lesson number 2, guard your babies. And number 3, here's the part that I realize we have as adults that kids don't have is fears. So teenagers, 20-year-olds are fearless. Hey, go ahead and start a TikTok and see if you can get millions of followers. Done. And you're going, oh my God, you're going to do what? Start a YouTube channel. They'll do it. They're fearless. They don't have the same consciousness in terms of what they can lose as we do. As an adult, when I decided that honestly I was going to start writing, and I was going to start writing fantasy, I live in the Bible Belt. I'm going to write fantasy about witches and demons and you name them. What are people going to say? What are people going to think? What are they going to believe? By the way, I have a real job. I have a respectable blah, blah, blah. Remember the list of excuses I talked about? That's the thing that happens with us with adults. It is, we got to face our fears, but the problem is everybody thinks the fears are going to go away. That somehow they're magically going to transition to something else. And once the fear goes away is when we're going to go take the leap. The fears don't go away at all. I've been doing this program, my friends, literally for over a year and been going live nonstop. I've been going live here, I go live on Amazon, I do interviews. And yet every single time I get on the screen, I got to pray. I got to pray that the words that I say are the ones you want to hear, that I don't screw up the technical, that you can hear that the sound works, that I actually press the buttons. All of that comes in it. It is all about not facing them, but understanding them and telling your fears we're going on a ride. Hop on. It's going to be okay. And doing it afraid. So as part of the program, we're going to talk about the fears. I'm going to talk about what's holding you back. We're going to talk about how to accept them for what they are. And remember, my program is 6 weeks. It's 6 weeks. We wish. It is going to be 6 months. One of the things about this program, because it's all about investing in yourself and how you take yourself to the next level, is I realized as an adult, I need more than just a curriculum online. It doesn't work. I needed somebody. I needed a face-to-face. I needed a check-in. So I needed an accountability partner. I also needed a cheerleader. So because I knew I needed these things, that's kind of what comes into it. So it's a one-on-one program that's coming up that I'm going to tell you, but I wanted to give you the kind of insight of the 3 main chapters we're going to cover in the chit chat. So you're going to hear these 3 things again, because I'm going to talk about it. And I'm also going to give you some information if you're curious about how to signing up for the program as well. But my goal is to get you excited. Whether you're investing in yourself with me, with a coach, whether you decided to open your business, whether you decided to go ahead and go back to school. You are meant to do these things. You know, the Lord would not have given you, and I know I say all the time, the resources. He would not given you the idea and the dream if He hadn't given you the resources how to do it. That's the hard part to believe. Most people are like, what? Everything starts in our consciousness. I recommend go back if you haven't listened to Paul, because he's going to explain it out and so much more, and absolutely check it out. Remember, the replay is about, so I know Mr. Clarence is jumping off. Don't worry about it. The replay is here both on YouTube as well as Facebook, so you can catch me up. So make sure to take a leap of faith. What is it that you want to do? Are you investing? What's holding you back? Are you willing to invest in others? But can you invest in yourself? Can you take these dreams? Can you take these leaps? Because we're going to be going over, I'm going to be sending you materials, going to be sending you a couple of the devotionals. We're also going to be using the information from last week. If you got to see the power of 3, talk to the amazing Mr. Rob, who said, yes, you can definitely use the material. So there's going to be so much richness, because at the end of the day, how can I pour into you? How can I love you? How can I make you dream bigger without giving you a whole bunch of resources? So that's absolutely coming up, and I can't wait. So I said we were going to do some Christmas in July, and you're going, okay, how does this work? Because it's all about giving you stuff that you can invest. For the last, it's been a couple months and it's been really, really busy. So for the last, I want to say 3 to 4 months, if not more, I have been working with artisans. I have been working with artists. I have been working with an entire community that has come to me out of the blue. So the Lord, thank you so much, of people that have been getting ready to invest in me, and I have been investing in my brand. Because remember, I'm trying to lead you from the front, so I want you to dream with me. So I had these crazy ideas. The Lord is not going to give you the resources. If He's not going to give you the idea if He doesn't give you the resources to expand my brand. My brand as an author. What can I do? A lot of my friends do it every year. They do what they call, bundles. So they do bundles for their books, and they add little things. I have actually never done it. I have been asked, hey, are you planning to do something like that? I've always been very cautious and leery and a little bit kind of concerned. Last year, the first thing I started doing was I did holiday cards. So for anybody who received a card from me, I'm doing it again. There's a link in the comments. I'm going to be making handmade cards because I love making them, and the amazing Mickey at the Scrapbook Emporium is hooking it up. I think this year we're going to go with the theme of gnomes because it's kind of wild. So we did holiday cards, and I mailed them. So it doesn't matter which part of the world you're in. If you want a card, I will mail your card. So trust me, sign up. So we did holiday cards, and it was fun. I spent it took me a long weekends, me and the cat, putting these together. Fun, exciting. It was even more exciting to see the reaction of everybody. I was just you get a card in the mail. This year I'm starting early so you can actually get it by the holidays, depending which one you pick. That's the goal. So it's going to be out for about a month or so everybody can sign up for if you're interested. Hey, it's fun. Your information is confidential. I got you covered. So the next thing that I wanted to do this year was, how do I expand this brand? How do I expand this universe that I have created? So I'm working on 2 bundles. And by the way, you need to keep tuned, because once the link comes up, it's going to be very limited editions. It's all really exciting. So I'm going to show you what I have, give you a sneak peek of what's coming. And I want to make sure that I don't go and hurt myself. So the very first bundle, because I'm a little kid, you're going to have your very own box reveal. So, yes, I worked just as hard on the box as I did everything inside. So let me give you what's coming. So this is the very first one. It is your Constantine special. For all you Constantine fans, hey, it is coming. It's about finally time, I was told. So what's going to be in your fabulous box? A whole bunch of goodies. This one still has a few things missing, but I needed to give you a sneak peek so you guys can be prepared. You will be getting all 5 of my books. And this is the 5 novels in the Intern Diary. So you get the entire collection, completely autographed. So, and by the way, if you're doing this for yourself, you get to put it for yourself. If you're giving it away for somebody, you just got to tell me. What's part of your bundle is you get your very own Reaper's tote bag, which, by the way, I love this. So you get your Reaper's tote bag with that. You're going to get a fabulous little pouch to go with the bag. You're also going to get an incredible shirt. So I have 5 different designs, my friends. So these shirts are coming from A Better Creation. So the amazing Miss Megan at A Better Creation, which is a local company here in Texarkana who I adore, have created the designs, and the shirts are absolutely soft and amazing. So shirt gets included in it. I have been working with a beautiful Eclipse Creations. My girl and her family have created. We have incredible candles that come with this collection. The amazing Miss Mandy has created soaps for us. So you get soaps as well. So who else has been working on this? So here's the fun part. And I'm going to move this box slowly out of the way. What comes in your box as well? You're going to be getting, because I have told you I've been working with artists of all sorts. So the amazing Wild Wild West, Mr. Chris, has been working on prints for us. So if you are an intern fan, I officially get a sneak peek for the first time of what Chris has been working. He has been creating prints of all of our favorite characters. So you get Isis. You also you get to pick, actually, your box comes with one. So you get to pick which intern characters you want. So you get 1 out of 5 that you get to pick for, because it has to fix in your box. Your print is going to be a 3x5 frame, so you know it comes in a matted, so you guys can get to pretty. So you get to pick from Bob, if you guys are a Bob fan. For all of my people, because I am obviously a Constantine fan, the Constantine print, it is to die for. So you all get a fabulous Constantine print if you want it, of course. So also the amazing Mr. Craig Hughes is working on tumblers. So this entire bundle is going to come out for Christmas for you. Christmas, holidays, whichever one you prefer, coming up. So that's number one. The second one that I wanted to give everybody, and I'm going to see if I can grab this without hurting myself. Okay, here we go. You also get a pretty little box, probably not sure what color. I'm still working on that. What else do you get, my friends? You have an incredible collection. So for anybody who's interested in the devotionals, by the way, so you can do it Constantine. We're going either fantasy or inspiration. That's kind of the two master plans for the day. So you can get what's coming in your box. You get obviously all 3 devotionals, and yes, all 3 are out and about. So you get love, you get believe, or you can get forgiveness. Actually, all 3, depending who you want to address them to. You're also going to get a bag that comes with you. You get, by the way, a journal, so you can do all your kind of inspiration. I have a thing about touch and see. So you get an awesome face mask, Dare to Dream. The collection also has their own soap and also a candle to go with it. Here's the very fun part, because we're working with artisans who are creating incredible things for us. The amazing Chris Thomas, who is a pottery expert and amazing talented artist, is creating a special cup for us. So you'll be getting that as part of that collection. So investing in us, investing in our business, investing in what we do, sometimes can be hard, sometimes can be overwhelming. So one of the things that came about that I've been talking about these boxes to anybody that has seen me lately are going, are you serious? Are you doing this? What are you doing? I wanted to give you an experience, especially if you have been following my books, if you're crazy about the intern diaries, you're crazy about the devotional, something that you can share with your family, something that you can share with others and take it home. So it is Christmas in July. You definitely can pre-order your box. We'll make sure that you get it before Christmas, before Hanukkah, whichever holiday you're celebrating. So the goal is to make sure you guys get it early enough that you can have it packaged. We can ship anywhere you want. So this is one of the things that we're looking at it. What is it that you're dreaming? What is it that you're investing? Because I'm telling you, I'm taking these huge leaps of faith because I want you guys to dream. I want you to believe it. I want to show you that it's exciting to take a dream. It is exciting to believe that you are meant for greatness, and you are, my friends. So today has been all about, can you invest in yourself and what's holding you back? If you're investing in others, if you're investing in your friends and your families, then you need to start investing in yourself as well. You need to remember that you are meant for greatness, that the beautiful things in your life are meant to come, not in the next life, but in the here right now. So if you haven't signed up for it, remember I'm doing holiday cards. So make sure you get the link and sign up for it. Another huge thing. Next week I am heading, and I've been talking about convention season, to Lyrically Love Savannah. It's going to be, I'll be there probably all week. So I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done before, is I'm going to be doing mini lives throughout the week to kind of give you insight on what conventions are all about. I really should have started doing it sooner, but I figured, hey, we're going to do some fun things. So you get to have some quick little mini live shows so you guys can kind of see what really goes behind the scenes at an after convention. I'm hoping to bring you some cool interviews. I'll be live here as well as Amazon, so you guys can kind of jump back and forth. So we're also going to be doing the very first show of the season in terms of the program. Next week, I'm going to talk about, identifying your dreams and getting ready to start thinking of that. So we're going to do a very special segment next week from Savannah to kind of give you an insight. So one of the questions I was asked, what do I do if I want to continue to support you? You can sign up for my Patreon account, my friends. Interested in supporting the chit chats, you want to support the podcast, you want to be much more involved, you want to find out more about my books, go ahead, go to my Patreon page. We have 4 different levels now. Everything from just wanting to be part of the community to you want to be part of the books. So if you're interested in being an ultimate supportive and actually a bright angel of the Patreon community and be part of the book and have the books addressed to you, there is a tier that you can do that as well. So my friends, like usual, it's an amazing day. I am so grateful that you joined me. I'm thrilled that you're here with me. I hope you have an incredible Saturday. If you're still in Texas, drink lots of water. Please don't slowly melt to death because it's hot. Everywhere else, I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Have an amazing end of July. And I'll see you guys next week for a whole bunch of fun in Savannah. My friends, enjoy it. Know that you're amazing. Know that you're great. Know that I believe in you. And I'll see you guys throughout the week. Bye, everyone.